So here's the moment we've all been waiting for. After hours of putting together our PC, we're going to press the power button and see what happens. If all goes as planned, we should see some information on that LCD screen over there. If not, well, we've got some other problems to work with. But let's go ahead and press the power button.
Uh-oh.
Looks good so far.
Okay, give it a second. I might need to post for the first time.
Nice.
Okay, so it needs me to go into the BIOS now to set stuff.
Configuring the BIOS is going to be one of your final steps to setting up your new PC. The BIOS is software built onto the motherboard that manages the hardware you've installed. On your first boot, you'll likely receive an error message. That's because you still need to configure your BIOS settings. Every motherboard is a little bit different, but this is what the BIOS screen looks like on our motherboard. Our EVGA motherboard uses Phoenix Award BIOS, and we have categories called Standard CMOS features and Advanced BIOS features. Selecting Standard CMOS allows us to set the date and time. It also presents us with a list of connected hard drives and optical drives. If one of your drives is missing, you may want to check your connections. Also at the bottom of the screen, it shows us how much RAM is installed. Switching back out to the main menu and hitting Advanced BIOS features will allow us to pick the order in which our drives are checked on startup. For our initial setup of Windows, we're going to set the CD-ROM drive to boot first because that's where our Windows setup disk will be. After Windows is installed, you can change this setting back to your primary hard drive. The other categories on BIOS will vary with your motherboard. You can adjust more advanced settings like your RAM timings or the voltage to your processor for overclocking. We won't get into that here because every configuration is different. When you're all done with your BIOS settings, insert your Windows disk into the CD-ROM drive. Exit the BIOS, saving your settings, and your computer will restart. Once it restarts, the Windows installer should load, and you can take it from there. So to review, turn on your machine and enter the BIOS. Set the date and time and check your drives. Choose to boot from your CD-ROM drive. Then restart and install your operating system. This is the final video in our how-to series, so thanks for watching and enjoy your new PC. For the IDG News Service, I'm Nick Barber.